Hey everyone! So, everyone has been saying that I should redo my testimony video because quality was horrible. So, this video is just gonna kind of be my story. I grew up in a Christian home. Wasn't anything weird or anything. Perfect family. And just normal life until 4th grade. 4th grade, I don't know, just kind of iffy stuff with friends and stuff, and then I started getting picked on, and it was just like stupid things, like you're ugly, or just like little things. It wasn't anything big, and it was hard. Like, I would come home every day, and I would just be kind of like, it's like kind of like a slap in the face, like, what did I do wrong? What am I doing wrong? And then in 5th grade, I lost like all my friends because I didn't even know. I guess I did something wrong, and then like, you know how like when you're little, like little girls, like they all tend to stick together to one of them. Yeah, well, I ended up having no friends. And then I became close with a girl, and we were cool till like the middle of 6th grade. Then we got in a fight, and then more bullying because all her friends decided they were gonna pick on me. And 6th grade was a really bad year. It was just problem after problem after problem, and it didn't seem like it was ever gonna stop. Like, it was just horrible. And then 7th grade, we had to switch to a brand new school. It just been built, and my best friend is going with me. So I was like, hey, this is cool. Like, it's a fresh start, you know, no problems. Everything will be good. No, it was horrible. My nickname at that school was Fiona. I look like an ogre from Shrek. Like, everyone that picked on me, and I didn't know any of these people. They're all from like another city that I didn't know. I've never seen them before. First week of school, already a problem. And I was like, it like totally switched my world around, and I became kind of, I guess, emo in a way. I didn't really talk. I was quiet, like, all the time. And I just, like, I didn't want to be around anyone. Like, the second I got home from school, I'd go in my room and I'd just sit there and I'd cry. And I'd cry and cry. And I can't even tell you how many times I just sat there and I was like, I just want to die. Like, I don't want to live anymore. I can't go through another day of this. And I got really close to killing myself a couple of times. But, you know, that was kind of like my lowest point. Then I got a boyfriend. And he was nothing but trouble and the worst idea I've ever had. But he was the cool guy. So I was like, hey, this is my shot. I can be cool. I can do something. And it was like horrible. Everything got so much worse. And he broke up with me, and he told me he only went out with me because he was on drugs and he couldn't see straight. And that's what he told the whole school. And I had a couple of friends that were just like, okay, like, that's stupid. But then most of my friends were like, oh, well, if he hates you, then we have to hate you. And I started fighting, I started smoking, I started just stuff that wasn't me, stuff that was out of the blue. And I started smoking a lot. I smoked at least a couple times every day. And I was like so ashamed that I was doing this. so I tried to avoid my mom, and I had like a huge grudge on her for no reason, and I hated the world. And I remember one day coming home from school and just like going in my room and being like, I'm just gonna like kill myself right here, right now. I'm not going through another day of school, another day of people pushing me and tripping me and kicking me. And I didn't want to go through that anymore. I was like, my breaking point. I was done. That's all I wanted was to give up. And then that night, I went to church, and they were talking, and they kept saying, like God knows every hair on your head, and that's how much He loves you. And I was like, how can someone love you so much if they know how many hairs you have on your head? That's insane. And I'd gone to church every week. I never didn't go to church, but I never listened. I always went there and just sat there with my friends, and school was on my head, like, what's gonna happen at school tomorrow? What am I gonna do tomorrow? How am I gonna get through tomorrow? And God was right there in front of me, like, I'm right here, I'm trying to help you. And I was just so oblivious to that. And that night, I gave my heart to God, and I just prayed, and I was like, God, I don't want to live anymore. I don't want this life anymore. I want out. And then I had them pray for me, and from that day on, everything was different. When I went to school, it was still really hard, and it never got easier, and it never will get easier until you're done with school. As much as I hate to say that, but because to this day I am still bullied, I'm still picked on and called crap, but God loves you. Like, He died for you. He loved you so much, He died for you. Nothing else matters. And I didn't quit smoking right then and there. I continued doing that because I was like, I've made some friends because of this, and they're gonna leave if I quit. Then they're gonna be like, oh, you're not one of us anymore, and blah 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 blah. So I continued smoking for about a year, and then I finally quit, and I was like, I don't need this. This is just gonna ruin my life. Like, I don't need any of this. And that's pretty much it. I'm still bullied. I'm still in the same spot you are. I still go through this every day of my life. But it's so much easier when you have God. Everything is so much easier. Like, it all makes sense. And it's like, now I've gone through this and I'm sharing it with all these people that are going through it still, and I have that little bit of hope to tell them that God loves you and God's right there with you. And I'm not gonna tell you it gets all better and everything will be fine, when I still don't fully believe that. But you know, there's people that love you, and they're gonna help you get through it. Like, it's simple. So, on that note, I'm gonna end it. My eyeliner is like going up my eye. Just be happy. Message me if you need anything. Facebook me. Instagram me. Anything else that I left out, I'll put in the description box. So subscribe to my channel, share my videos, and have a good week.